Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to study trends in physical properties from classification of elements and periodicity in properties. Okay, let us start. Ionic radius. The removal of an electron from an atom results in the formation of a cation. Removal of electron result in the formation of a positive ion, that is known as cation, whereas gain of an electron leads to an anion. Removal of electron means that result in the formation of cation. The gain of an electron leads to the formation of an anion. The ionic radii can be estimated by measuring the distance between cations and anions in ionic crystals. The ionic radii can be estimated by measuring the distances between cations and anions in ionic crystals. In an ionic crystals, the distance between the cations and anions, that is known as ionic radii. In general, ionic radii of elements exhibit the same trend as the atomic radii. A cation is smaller than its parent atom because it has fewer electrons while its nuclear charge remains the same. In the case of a cation, sodium, Na, it contains 11 electrons. Na plus means it contains only 10 electrons. So, Na plus has fewer electrons while its nuclear charge remains the same, that is 11 positive charge. But it has 10 negative charge. So, the nuclear attraction is greater there. 11 positive charge holds 10 negative charges. So the size of the cation is smaller than its parent atom because it has fewer electrons while its nuclear charge remains the same. But in the case of an anion, the size of the anion will be larger than that of the parent atom because the addition of one or more electrons would result in an increased repulsion among the electrons and a decrease in effective nuclear charge. In the case of anion, chlorine, that is atomic number that is 17, it contains 17 electrons and 17 protons. In the case of Cl minus ions, it has 18 electrons and 17 positive charge. So, this 17 positive charge it is very difficult to hold the 18 negative charges. Therefore, the effective nuclear charge decreases. In addition to that, the increased repulsion among the electrons, the size of anion will be larger than that of the parent atom. Okay, that is very important. Study clearly. For example, the ionic radius of fluoride ion is 136 picometer, whereas the atomic radius of fluorine is only 64 picometer. Fluorine, atomic radius of fluorine means that is 64 picometer. But the ionic radius of fluoride ion, that is 136 picometer because this is anion. The size of the anion is greater than that of the parent atom. On the other hand, the atomic radius of sodium, that is 186 picometer compared to the ionic radius of Na plus, that is 95 picometer. Here this is the parent, sodium, and this is the cation. The size of the cation is less than the parent atom. Okay, study very clearly because it is very important. When we find Some atoms and ions which contain the same number of electrons, we call them as isoelectronic species. What is isoelectronic species? Isoelectronic species means some atoms and ions which contain the same number of electrons. So we call them as isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species means the species contain the same number of electrons. For example, O2 minus, F minus, Na plus, Mg2 plus have the same number of electrons, that is 10 electrons. Okay, O2 minus. O means oxygen, atomic number 8, then 2 minus, then we will get 10. Okay, fluorine 9, then F minus means that is 10. Na plus, sodium 11, Na plus means that is 11 minus 1, that is 10. Mg2 plus, magnesium 12, 12 minus 2 is equal to 10. So, what are isoelectronic species and give examples? Their radii would be different because of their different nuclear charge. The cation with a greater positive charge will have a smaller radius because of the greater attraction of the electrons to the nucleus. The cation with a greater positive charge, number of positive charge increases, the number of electrons decreases. So the nucleus attractive power will increases. So the cation with the greater positive charge will have smaller radius. Okay, the cation with the greater positive charge will have a smaller radius because of the greater attraction of the electrons to the nucleus. Anion with the greater negative charge will have larger radius because the net repulsion among the electrons will outweigh the nuclear charge and then ion will expand in size. In the case of anions with the greater negative charge, the net repulsion of the electrons will outweigh the nuclear charge and the ion will expand in size. Okay, that is very important. Study clearly. Next topic, that is ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? Ionization enthalpy is a quantitative measure of the tendency of an element to lose electrons is given by its ionization enthalpy. It represents the energy required to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its ground state. That is ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is the energy. Ionization enthalpy is the energy required to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its ground state. Ionization enthalpy is the energy, that is an enthalpy change, energy change. Otherwise, the energy required to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its ground state. Okay, the first ionization enthalpy for an element X is the enthalpy change for the reaction depicted. X gives X plus plus electron. This is known as first ionization enthalpy. Here this first loosely bound electron is removed here. So the energy required to remove these first loosely bound electrons, that is known as first ionization enthalpy. The ionization enthalpy is expressed in unit of kilojoules per mole. We can define the second ionization enthalpy is the energy required to remove the second most loosely bound electrons. First ionization enthalpy is the energy required to remove the first loosely bound electrons. Okay. Then second ionization enthalpy means that is the energy required to remove the second most loosely bound electrons. So this here already one electron is removed. Then the second electron is removed from X plus. Then we will get X2 plus an electron. So here the energy is always required to remove the electron from an atom. So the ionization enthalpy is positive here, and always the second ionization enthalpy will be higher than the first ionization enthalpy. This is the first ionization enthalpy. The energy required to remove the first loosely bound electrons, that is known as first ionization enthalpy. This is in this reaction we need the second ionization enthalpy. The energy required to remove the second most loosely bound electrons, that is known as second ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is always positive because energy is always required to remove an electron from an atom. So ionization enthalpy is always positive. The second ionization enthalpy is always higher than the first ionization enthalpy because in the case of first ionization enthalpy, the electron is removed from the neutral atom, but in this case the electron is removed from a positive atom. So large amount of energy is required to remove an electron from a positive atom. Okay, the second ionization enthalpy will be higher than the first ionization enthalpy because it is more difficult to remove an electron from a positively charged ion than from a neutral atom. Okay, that is very important. In the same way, the third ionization enthalpy will be higher than the second and so on. The term ionization enthalpy, if we not qualified, it is taken as first ionization enthalpy. Okay. Third ionization enthalpy means we remove the electron from the X2 plus, then we will get X3 plus plus electron. So the energy is very large in the case of third ionization enthalpy. So third ionization enthalpy is greater than second ionization enthalpy, which is greater than first ionization enthalpy. So third ionization enthalpy is greatest among these three enthalpies. Okay guys, study up to here. The remaining topic are also important. We will take in the next class. Okay, bye.